JFK, some technicals, yeah.
I thought that wouldn't happen there.
Well, I, Fox. 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 Old school. Old school.
Yeah, you're live.
Yeah. Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the panel at the moment. I'm just waiting for the two of them to disappear, Bridgeman and Fox, but I'm sure they'll be with us in the next couple of seconds.
Hello, Oxjay.
JFK, just go and mute, mate. Yeah?
All right, I've just got a message here that others can't get in.
Just wait. Don't let the boys deal with it, yeah? Well, hello, good evening and welcome once again. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the panel this evening. It's not Bridgeman and Fox, but Port Bear and JFK. How we doing, lads?
All right, Oxjay. All right, Mark.
All right, Jimmy. All right, Oxford. How we doing, lads?
I'm fine, mate. I'm fine. I don't know where Fox is. He's disappeared, and Bridgeman obviously no paying his bill.
Anyway, you want me to just welcome everybody to Rangers Radio tonight? Do you want me to do that wee bit?
No.
Well, okay.
If you can't stay up and join us, you can't come in the next night and then come in.
That's fine. I'm away. See you later.
Do you know what I mean, Port Bear?
Oh, look, off of the night, isn't it? Off of touch of the night. You're right, Jimmy.
Well, I'm brand new, mate. I've put a drink, yeah, that's what it is.
So would you be brand new for your 22 hours sleep?
But if I had 22 hours sleep in a week, I'd be lucky.
On you go, JFK. Give us your dulcet tone.
Oh, I'd just like to welcome everybody to Rangers Radio tonight. There's a wee bit of technical problems, but don't worry about that. Just like to welcome all the gals and guys out there on the lobby. If you've got a wee thing you want to say, you can call us later on after the manager's presser. So how are you, Oxyere? How are you, Mark? How you doing tonight?
We're not in the press conference.
Oh, you're not?
No. You don't read the script.
I don't get to read the script. I'm just an extra, mate.
Exactly.
I'm just an extra, so...
Exactly. Port Bear.
Right.
I need to regroup everything now.
So what do you want me to do? Do you want me to hang up?
Just stay
Right,
here.
okay.
No.
Right, pal. I'll go on mute so I don't bother you.
Hello.
You buggered the whole call up there.
How did I?
Did you phone back?
I don't know, but the Terry, we were live there, and you phoned me.
Right, go back to live. Terry's back with us again.
It's
All right.
always been live.
Where
Okay
are we
then.
to be live, Terry?
Right, go ahead then.
The other two boys will be left in the other call, JFK and Port Bear.
I'll bring them in.
Right. Okay, cheers, mate. You think it'd be a good time to hear for the manager while we're getting things sorted then, lads? Eh?
Aye, okay then.
All right, let's hear for your manager, Steven Gerrard.
Stephen, you're now 5 points behind Celtic. How important are the next 3 games before this winter break?
Well, we're 5 points with a game in hand, and that game in hand, I think, is Ross County. So we're aware of that after last night. I think it's important we just focus on the 3 points that are available at Hibs tomorrow. It'll be a tough game. Our performances down at Hibs since I've been here have been really positive and really strong, but we haven't got the rewards necessarily that the performance deserved. So I think it's very clear tomorrow. We want the same type of performance, but we want to be more clinical and take our chances.
You want to be clinical, but of course no Alfredo Morelos. How frustrating is that from a management point of view?
Well, I think what you do as a manager, you try and have a squad that's capable of coping without any individual. We'll see after tomorrow whether we can do that. Obviously, Alfredo's a man in fantastic form, scoring goals, really enjoying his football. But we believe we've got the squad capable of coping without any individual. It's all right me sitting here saying that. The players have got to go and prove that.
But the last time against Hibs, Jermaine Defoe, of course, got a hat-trick. How beneficial is it to have someone like him who can just slot into that role? Yeah,
I mean, Jermaine's name in the game and his standing in the game speaks for itself. We'll pick a team tomorrow that's capable of going to Hibs, and if we perform to our best, they'll be capable of getting the result we want. We've tried to create a squad here where if someone's injured or suspended or not available for any reason, that the person that comes into whatever position it is just as strong and just as capable. That's what gives me confidence that we're capable tomorrow without Alfredo. But the players or the individual that comes in to replace him has to go and prove that. How
has Alfredo been this week after the sending off? Has he apologised for what happened?
I think he's apologised to his teammates after the Motherwell situation. But that's not important now, it's gone. I think we have to focus on what's available to us. He has been different this week because you can see in his face he's disappointed he's not available. He's not a man that hides that disappointment very well. So you can see even in this morning's session, he's gutted he's not available. That's the player, that's the person.
Jermaine, it's nice to step up and score goals whenever he's had to come into our field. Would you like to see other areas of the team chips in with more goals just to take that wee bit of burden off?
Yeah, I think the responsibility is throughout all the attacking players. I think if you look at our midfield players, at important times they have done that. You know, your Arfields, popped up. Ryan Jack's popped up. Joe Aribo's got a couple. He's moved up a line now, so we expect Joe to add some numbers to the team in that area. Ryan's back fit and flying now, so we expect it from him as well. And also the players that maybe haven't played as much need to be ready, because the squad's been hit in a few different areas over the last few weeks. Hollander has got an injury, Alfredo suspended, so everyone needs to be ready to come in and step up at key moments, and tomorrow is one of them moments.
Is Philip and Steve Davis, are they?
Davis is close. He won't be available tomorrow, but if he comes to the next 2-3 days, he should be available for Boxing Day. Phil won't be seen until after the winter break.
And Jordan Jones, is he?
Jordan Jones is trained all week, but he had an illness at the beginning of the week, which has set him back a few days. I have to decide in the next few hours whether he's ready for the 18 or whether it'll be the game after. But he's back fit and available, but the illness has knocked him back a bit.
There's been reports today that you're considering allowing 5 players to leave the club or about on loan. Are you able to give us any clarity?
I can't give you any indication in terms of the numbers, but there'll definitely be people leaving the football club. So I can give you that, that's for sure. I won't give you any names just now because I need to respect the individuals. But the squad's too big, as I've said over the last few weeks and months, that we want to try and trim that and prepare it for the second half of the season. But yeah, there will be outcomes.
And you've got extra fixtures now with getting into the European Class 32.
That won't affect it. We still believe by trimming and shaping the squad to make it a bit smaller, we'll have enough to cope with the Braga fixtures and beyond if we manage to get through.
Is it a challenge to do that, to clear out the squad?
Yeah, I suppose it is, but that's part of what I get paid for. It's the job. You have to be honest with players. You have to respect players. Some players are doing nothing wrong at all. They're actually doing more than enough to be recognised and put in, but unfortunately we can only pick 11, we can only pick 18. That's the challenge for me, is actually looking players in the eye and saying you're not doing nothing wrong, but I still can't get you in, and that's down to the form of other individuals in their positions. People, for example, like Greg Doherty's been absolutely magnificent, professionalism, training really well. But in his position, we've had Ryan Jack, who's probably been arguably our player of the season. Scott Arfield's dropped down since Davis' injury and probably been our best player over the last couple of games. Greg's done absolutely nothing wrong. So I have to be respectful to him and understand his situation, and maybe the best thing for him is to go and play football. I can't stand in his way there.
Stephen, you mentioned you were sitting, reaping the benefits of him moving up on, but when did you decide to move him up on and why?
Well, there was a couple of different things that were happening within the team. We felt as if Joe needed more freedom. When we scouted and recruited Joe, he had a free role at Charlton, more in a central area as a number 10. With his back to goal, I think he can become that person with more time and more games and more experience. But we felt as in our system, we were maybe giving him too much tactical information. So we wanted to free him of some of that and let him go and play and excite and be the real Joe Aribo. Add that to the fact that we felt that Scott Arfield, who played extremely well as a 10 last year, probably wasn't hitting the heights as a 10 this year. So we maybe wanted to make Scotty face the goal more, be involved in the action and give Scotty more tactical information. And at the moment it's worked, but they've got freedom to change and really enjoy playing with each other, and we've seen the benefits of that in the last few weeks.
It looks like it's developed with talent and with Scott as well. I mean, it looks like you're getting the same sort of pledge you're getting on the left-hand side with the ball on 9 as well.
Yeah, well, I think for a long time now down the left we've been really strong because of the form of Borna. I think Glenn Kamara does ever so well when Borna goes, to have that discipline to look after Borna. And now we've got Ryan fit. I'm interested to see how that threesome blossoms. Got real big confidence in that. And down the right side, on the evidence of the last few games, there's certainly potential for it to be really strong there as well. Having said that, I think Stephen Davis will have something to say about that when he comes back and fit. But we're Rangers. We should have good players, and we should have good players testing each other and pushing each other. And that's what I like to see.
Barney, you're the man for the free kicks now.
Yeah, should have went to the corner flag.
When you get in that position, you feel comfortable and very confident that.
Yeah, I feel very comfortable in his free kicks, but that was, for example, 2-1. I will not shoot, but 2-0 is last minute, so I tried to score it.
Yeah. Stephen, when you said that Philippe Handa, you won't be seen until next year, what was his issue? I know he went off. Was it a calf issue?
No, it's not a calf issue, it's a foot issue. Now, while you respect, I'm not a doctor or a medic or someone who reads scans. It's a unique injury. It's a unique foot injury. The doctor, in his 25, 30-year experience of being a doctor, has only seen this on a couple of occasions. So it's a difficult one to put an exact date on or an exact time, but he's going to be in a boot for 4 to 6 weeks. That's the starter pack, so let's just start with that and let's see how that injury progresses. I'm not sure. I think he's been in the boot for a couple of weeks now. So he's going to be in a boot till after Christmas, so you won't see him playing for us. And then it'll be a case of building the fitness back up and seeing whether there's a reaction from the injury, but it's quite a real one.
You spoke after the game Sunday about Nicola and how he's still got some learning to do. How impressed have you been with the progress he's made since he come to Cobham? How much more do you think he's got to do?
He's a much better player than when he arrived, and that's credit to him and his hard work and dedication to improve first and foremost. I think it's only natural for centre-halves at that age, whether you're playing in the English Premier League or our Premier League throughout Europe. If you're that age, it's only natural that you've got areas of your game to polish up on. But in terms of going out there and wanting to win and bravery and professionalism and blah blah, Nico ticks every single box. It's my job to keep pushing him in certain areas of his game to improve, and there's no doubt about it. When he hits his peak years, which is normally for a centre half a little bit later, he can be a top player, and it wouldn't surprise me if he goes on to become an international. That's got to be his goal.
Is it about controlling his aggression in terms of wanting to chase after the ball at times and his sort of times where
I don't think it's necessarily chasing after the ball. It's more a case of Nico's got the I'll run through the wall mentality. So I think when you're dealing with players like that, they want to win every single ball and every single challenge. And if you look at the top level centre-backs throughout world football, i.e. your Van Dijks and stuff, with age they grow. And they work out with experience which balls that are 100% you have to go for, and some you have to just wait and be patient. And sometimes the best side of defending is to be patient and wait. And this is the type of stuff that Nico needs to work on. But we're delighted with him. We're glad we have him, and he's a fantastic project for myself and the staff to keep pushing.
Stephen, can I ask you, earlier this week, yourself and the squad went to visit the Children's Hospital. Yes. How much does that put everything into perspective for you, and how important is it that the club take the time out to do things like that?
I think it's very important. I think the club are fantastic at doing that, the charitable side of the club. It makes you really proud to represent a club like that when you see the work that they do. I think football has to play second on that occasion, and all the players were fantastic on the day. I watched them all careful to see what type of people they were, and I was blown away by all the players. We've had so many emails and messages from the hospital to say how well the players done, because they went in there, they approached it right, they got right involved, and they put a lot of smiles on the kids' faces. And going home from the hospital visit, I was as proud as any win or any achievement you can get in football.
Stephen, just going back to the game itself on Friday, what have you made of Hibs under Jack Ross?
Well, I think they're very attacking, they're very bold. I think they've got real exciting players in their 11 that, given time and space, they can certainly hurt you. They play a bold 4-4-2 diamond. They might change that because within games, certainly at Celtic Park, they change the shape and change the system when they change personnel. So we'll see what team he picks and what system he decides to play against us. But they definitely are a bold team who like to attack with exciting players within it. But you know, we've played them. We've played the same group of players at Ibrox and beat them comfortable. I think that's one for them to get over and remember. We're in good form. We're going to Hibs with confidence and belief that we can go and do a number on them.
Stephen, Kilmarnock are up next week. Surprised at the sacking of Angelo Alessi?
I'm never surprised in football. You know, managers come and go. That's the brutal side of being a manager. You know, I'm not on the inside of Kilmarnock. I'm obviously aware of the results, which have been very indifferent of late. The timing's probably slightly surprising because he won Manager of the Month in October. But it just goes to show how quick things can change in football. But unless you're on the inside, i.e. a Kilmarnock player or a member of staff, you don't really know what's happening. You don't know what's going on, whether the players are happy, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. But it's never nice to see when you're sitting in my position, because no one likes to see a fellow manager lose the job.
You know, there was a report this morning or yesterday, I think, was suggesting that maybe you wanted to recall Glenn and Luton.
We mightn't have that choice.
You might not have that choice. Right. So he's there for the season.
No, no. Someone else might have that decision.
Well, thanks for that, Fox. I think we'll officially start the show again, Fox and Old School Boo. Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the panel. First and foremost, it's Bridgeman. Evening, Bridge.
Oh, what can I say? To all the guys on the panel and to all the guys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world, good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
And we've also been joined by Fox, who's sitting in the background, JFK and Port Bear. Evening, lads.
Hi, Ox here, Bridgeman and Port Bear. How's you all doing? We're here now.
Very well, mate.
Yeah, that was a ride in the waltzers, that one, Jimmy, wasn't it?
You could hear voices from everywhere and getting messages and all that, but I still got a telling off for the gaffer. You never miss me.
I'll tell you what, Cairo in the lobby there said he's hearing, he's not talking in a cave, you know, and he found that he had 2 radios running in his machine.
I knew you were one of the dwarfs, JFK, but I never heard you do this sleepy.
Never me do this what?
Sleepy.
Oh, hey. If you're going to say I maybe it's dopey, then me and you'll be having words.
I never said that.
I just get that in before you said it. You know?
It was Fox that said it.
Oh no, I wouldn't say Fox would say.
I
would say though what I heard earlier on. I would say that there should be somebody on here called Grumpy.
You might be right there. That Fox gave me an awful hard time before this show. Awful hard time.
I bear witness to that.
Aye.
Right, we'll go back to the manager. I just want to point out something before we go any further. This is a big game for us tomorrow night. We'll discuss a lot of the stuff that the manager said, but I'm going to give you the team when we played Hibs at Ibrox. The starting 11. McGregor, Golson, Tavernier, Defoe, Aribo, Flanagan, Jones, Catty, Jack, Ojo, Davis.
Right.
Yep.
Somebody missing? What player wasn't he playing? Didn't he start?
Fredo.
Alfredo Marella.
Yeah.
Sorry, they only got 2 goals, but we still managed to win the game. 6-1. Yeah, 6-1. A hat-trick for Jermaine.
That's right,
and a goal for Ojo. Yeah?
Yep.
That was under Heckenbottom right enough, Fox. I think they're a different beast.
But it's the same. You're still, as Stephen Gerrard pointed out, you're still playing the same group of players, yeah?
I think player for player, you know, goes to them. We're better in every single position. We're stronger, so we should still have enough. And the gaffer feels, obviously, with his press conference, he still feels we've got enough in the squad, quality-wise, to put them to bed, you know, easily. And, you know, he's obviously laid a couple of, you know, bits of bait and bits of, you know, coaxing of the players that's going to come in. He's laid a challenge, don't you, hasn't he? He's said to them, you know, it's up to you guys to go and score more goals that you're attacking guys like Keaton, etc., Rebo, and also a wee sort of shout out to Defoe as well to, you know, go and continue. We did against him the last time, hat-trick, wee man, that'll do you.
I remember when Ross was the manager of St Mirren, he sent his players out to kick his way out of the park.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, pal.
Look, I'm not into all this. You know, they've got a new manager and they're playing well for their new manager. They're pants, right? So we should be beating this team easy because man by man, player by player, we're far, far superior in them. It will be a tough game. That's
always been the case.
Yeah, I know that. I understand that, mate. But I was listening to different things the last couple of days, and I heard a couple of quotes today about they were magnificent and the last few games. And that they'll give us a hard game and all this. Look, we get tomorrow night and we do what we know we can do. I mean, we've no Alfredo, we know. So we'll bring in another guy in his place, Jermaine Defoe.
I think, Jimmy, as far as I'm concerned, I agree with 100% with what you're saying. We should have, and we have, in my opinion, and listen to Paul Bearer as well. I think most of us would say we're a far better team, man for man, than Hibs are. But the truth of the matter is, if they had a wee bit of form at all in the first 5-10 minutes, then they could have go into a good game. We need them not to have a good game. You follow me? We need to play the good game ourselves.
If the two teams play to the capacity, there's only one winner.
Yeah.
Yep. But Ox, they have got players, and to hurt us. They have. I don't care what anybody says. They have got players that can hurt you. But as you rightly says, if we play to the standards that we know your team can do, we'll wipe the floor with them. We absolutely will. We'll wipe the floor with them, in my opinion.
If we play, we win.
Yeah.
The team for tomorrow night. JFK, I know which your thoughts you've usually got it noted down.
Well, it's obviously going to be Tav, Goldson, what do you call him, Katic and Barisic, and in the middle it'll be the same Kamara, Jack. Well, we don't know, but Stephen Davidson will make it, won't he?
Arfield.
Obviously, I mean Jordan Jones. You say that Jordan Jones is taking a wee illness here. It'd be good to see if he could get around it, but that's not going to happen.
He's not going to start, mate. He's not going to start.
No, he's not saying starting, but even in the bench. But he's probably not going to play for a couple of weeks yet, depending. The Hollander thing is a big loss for me. I think the back four's tight enough as it is. I would like to see Edmondson at some point get a game, but I don't know if the gaffer's not going to change that.
He'll not get a game unless one of them get.
Yeah.
So your front three, you only named 6 players there, so I know you're confident, but I think
I need more than 6 players. Obviously, Jermaine Defoe up front. Be Ryan Kent, and I'd play Aribo on the right.
So just the one change. You don't see a lot of change.
No, I don't see a lot of change. I've always said that.
I'm in the same boat. Actually, I'm in the
same exact same team as I've got.
Aye. Bridgeman, what's your thinking, mate?
Just the exact same team. The exact same team. The only doubt I would have is if Golch is 100% fit, because I thought he took a couple of knocks at the weekend. But according to the manager there, everybody else is fit, so there shouldn't be any problem. It should be the exact same team, with the exception of the same team that finished. Let's put it that way. So Katic in, and he'll do the business. I'm back to this the imbalance. That's all I go back to. I would put Helander in my team every week because of the balance it gives to the no matter who's playing. I know his I know. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. The only thing that's nagging at my mind is the balance. We've got a really good balance with Helander was there, but he's not there. It might be difficult. So the only weakness I can see, it's not in personnel. It's in the shape we might end up with.
Listen, some of the best centre halves I knew couldn't kick the ball either.
There's for standing on.
No, they didn't play for Rangers.
He's not coming back with that.
They didn't play for Rangers. And I hope you weren't saying that I kick people. It's totally untrue.
Allegedly.
Bridgeman, stop telling porkies.
Oh, tell me. I was a threat.
I in the tunnel.
So, where else do you start? That's where the game starts. You're standing looking at them, and they're looking at you. And there. I don't know who you are.
You're right.
So, we pretty much all get the same team. Obviously, the rest of the squad, will it be Halliday? Because Halliday, or will it be Flanagan? I think Edmondson will be on the bench. Greg Stewart, Barker. Yeah. Because then that's the cover for the front line. Midfield, Halliday will cover some of their positions as well. Anybody else? Any shout for the youngins?
Well, Jonas, Polster
again. Aye, Polster. He came on. And, I mean, obviously he was only on for about 2 minutes, but you can't tell say what kind of player he is, GFK, but he's certainly quick enough.
No, I think a couple of times that we managed to see him before that, I think he's done all right. You know, he's no. He's a good acquisition to have, and obviously we'll maybe go into the rumours that were circulating today about Polster and some other players but he's one I'd like to see stay at Ibrox and get his chance. You know,
me too.
I'd like to see him and Edmondson. I'd like to see them sooner rather than later get their chance, but the games are coming thick and fast.
I think Edmondson will be a long-term project, mate. I
think so. I
don't think he'll be too upset. Polster is a wee bit further down the line. He might be looking for games, but bear in with the squad and that. Sometimes you need a suspension or you need an injury for you to get in the team.
That's what it's all about, Ox. You know, these guys are sitting making the wings, and you got to take it after the gaffer. He's keeping this team, you know, happy. It must be so difficult because he's got, you know, a squad that's bursting at the seams. Let's face it. He actively said that during his presser, he is trying to offload people in January. Jimmy alluded to it a minute ago. But it's just up to these guys to take their chance when they get it, mate. It's a tough squad to break into. We know that. Guys at Polster are just going to need to grab that every chance, every minute they can get and show what they're capable of. In my personal opinion, Polster looks a bit of a machine. I would love to see him, you know, like Jimmy, I'd love to see him getting a few cameos just to, you know, half hours in games just to see what he can actually bring to us. Because I think he just looks an athlete. He looks a powerful, pacey, you know, and it's well documented. He's a bit of utility man. He can play, you know, either full-back position or anywhere across the midfield. So that excites me. I just want the gaffer to maybe give a wee crack. I know it's going to be injury, but it's up to Polster and the rest of the squad boys to take, you know, an opportunity when they get them and grab it with both hands.
He's not going to shuffle the pack just to give people a game.
No.
Games, that's gone. Maybe against Stirling Albion in the Cup or something like that, GFK, but no in these league games.
Yeah, well, the first game back after the break is against Stranraer in the Cup, innit? So, I mean, that's the type of games that we should be giving these guys a run out, get a good 90 minutes under their belt, and we can see, okay, it'll be against Stranraer, but at least they've got the rushing, they shoot their legs, and they can compete for 90 minutes. So I'd like to see guys like Edmondson and Polster get that chance, and also going forward in that, if the likes of guys like Jamie Murphy, obviously Greg Stewart, although Greg Stewart's obviously in the bench most games, but these guys have got to get games to get them up and running for the hard task ahead after the January shutdown. So the gaffer's got a lot of good players to pick for to enhance the team.
You don't think any of these guys will be used between now and the end of the year?
No. The end of the year?
No, the end of this. Yeah, the next 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
No, I don't think so, mate. No. I think
you're getting to quite heavy stuff. 2 games a week, aren't you?
No, I mean you're going to have Davis and Jones back, I think, for Boxing Day to help with the squad.
Aye.
And that'll cover us in the forward areas, unless there's any more injuries or suspensions in the next 2 games. Bridge, I think the team will pretty much stay as it is.
I noticed there when you were talking about the subs there, guys, nobody actually mentioned Ojo. With Ojo being, would he be in your thinking?
Not for me, mate.
Not for me either. No.
I don't want to diss the boy, and he's come in and he's done. He's a couple of no bad games, so he's scored a couple of decent goals, but his general play does look really raw, and it looks as if he doesn't see the game. And I know he was only on for a few minutes last week against Young Boys, but he just looks naive. Whether he's lost his confidence, GFK, I don't know. But
well, by all accounts, any reports that I've heard, are thinking at the Motherwell game that he might have been injured, but that's far from the truth. You know, it was dropped. It wasn't even on the bench. So
I don't know if it's the way it is with the rotation. If you get dropped, you just don't happen to make the 18. You know what I mean?
Aye.
You know.
But there may be with Alfredo being out and obviously Jermaine Defoe taking his place. That might be a slot in there. Put him in there. I don't know, because I can't really see anybody else that would go into the subs bench because of the injuries and the guys that are maybe no up for it. You know, so I would probably say the same subs minus Jermaine Defoe and put Ojo in there. That's the way I'd be thinking he'd probably do that. So that covers him in all areas, doesn't it?
Did he know? He played really well against them the last time.
No, he scored a good goal.
Aye, did I?
Scored a goal, aye.
I'd rather see one of the youngsters, lads.
Would you take your chance? Would you take your chance? It's a really crucial time in the season. This before the close season. Would you take a chance with a youngster
for the bench?
No, sorry, I thought you were talking about playing. Apologies,
no.
Sorry.
For the bench here, I just think Ojo's had his chance at Ibrox and not took it, and that's he's only got himself to blame for that. This is my opinion.
You think so?
I see enough of him now, mate, that I think he's finished here.
He came on the last European game, didn't he?
Yeah, but I just think he's finished here, mate. He's absolutely finished. Right. It's just my opinion.
But hold on a second. Are you saying he should be finished, or do you think he really is finished at Ibrox?
I think it's much the opinion, mate. I think I would rather see would you call the boy Hasty coming back. I know he's in a good 6 months down there. Mm-hmm. I'd rather see us develop one of our own. It's just my opinion.
Have you been reading the reports in the last few weeks, mate?
No, I've not. No.
He's maybe a good 6 weeks, no 6 months, mate.
Right.
Yeah.
But
they're talking about sending him back.
Sending him back, mate.
Is that right? Is that right?
Okay. He's not
and yeah, you know, I'd buy him. I think he's a fantastic talent. Talent. Now, you couldn't afford the salary that he's on at the moment, probably. Ojo.
Oh, we're talking about Jake Hasty now.
Jake Hasty, I quite like. Yes, absolutely. Bring him back. Said that last week. Bring him back. I
just think develop your own players, guys. Just develop our own. Concentrate on our own players. Stop developing players for other people or giving them a place to come and play. When you're never going to buy this guy. You know what I mean? You just signed a big long contract with Liverpool. We're not going to buy him. So stop developing other people's players. Concentrate at Ibrox and Lorraine Park. Just my opinion.
I get your comment for you. I mean, obviously it looks as if Hibs are sending Glenn Middleton back. That was the way I read that coded message, JFK.
Me as well. That was what the gaffer said. He was asked by Ragman Bagwash, but
Ragman Bagwash.
It's Hibs' choice, isn't it? It's Spoonburners' choice. But just a wee something to throw in. I was talking to a guy today, and he was telling me that the St Mirren goalkeeper is coming to Rangers in January and he's going back in loan to St Mirren for the rest of the season.
He's coming in as backup number 2 going forward. Is that
next season?
Because that'll be Wes is going away in June.
Heard that for a good source today. Yeah. Says the Rangers have.
Actually, I think Wes is stuck by us for a number of years. Well paid as well, but he's probably known since McGregor walked back in the door again. He's never going to make it back into a first team except on special occasions. Cup games or something like that, you know.
Surely Warburton's looking to bring him down there to Queen's Park Rangers.
Well, yeah, there you go. Warburton liked him. He brought him up, you know. He liked him.
Not a bad keeper. He's not a bad keeper.
He'll do a job down there, but you know, he's not going to, I think, push Alan McGregor out the equation.
So Jimmy, what's this boy like that plays with St Mirren?
Well, he's a decent goalkeeper, mate. He's I don't know if he's number 2 for I can't remember if it's no Azerbaijan or Kazakhstan or something. I can't remember who it is.
Yeah.
Somebody I know that it's maybe St Mirren, and they were telling me that there's a good chance that Rangers will bring him in January on because his contract ends.
Free contract, right?
Aye, and laying him back out to St Mirren for the end of the season. So we'll just keep that, see what happens.
We'll follow that one. So if people want to join us and give their thoughts, what's the number, Port Bear?
0141 356 1972, and you'll be brought in the call by Old School Blue on technicals and our pal the Fox.
Or you can join us at Skype at rangersradio.online, where you'll be brought into the call. If you phone in, hang up and we'll phone you right back. All right. So look, we're moving into the January window, but I think that'll take care of itself. But more importantly for us is 3 points. I'm not caring about other teams. I'm not caring about.
Correct.
But what did concern me about Scottish football last night, that somebody scored a goal, celebrated at the away fans, made gestures to them, and wasn't he booked? Can you help me?
Yeah, well, I know what you're saying. I know where you're coming from in that aspect, you know. But as Rangers, and I said that when I said about Alfredo You know, that's why I was annoyed about him getting booked for it. And should he have known better? Obviously, but the heat of the moment got to him. But look, we all know what's happening here, Oxshire. You know, it doesn't matter what a Rangers player does. They're always scrutinised. You know, I'm 100% behind the gaffer when he said that the referee couldn't wait to book or send somebody off. The booking of Ryan Jack was a joke. You know, and not today. They're saying that the game had finished when thing with Brun never even get booked for his gestures and that. Well, the game had finished at half time, so why did they think they needed to book Ryan Jack? Stupidity. The Mankeys are getting away with it all the time.
You can be sent off with the referee still in the stadium.
Well, that's why there's discrepancy there. Why was that no happened to Lego Muncher and Popcorn Mouth with the Tims, and then obviously him with the spoon burners, you know. So,
can I come in on that, Oxia?
There you go.
I was just going to say that remember the Mong Lego Muncher? He actually was investigated. That incident went to some sort of panel who said he didn't do it to Rangers fans.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about last night. A guy scored a goal. And he celebrated to the away. Listen to the questions,
right, pal.
Right. I'll go to Port Bear. I'll ask him the question. You can listen.
Right.
Help me out. A guy scores a goal, runs to the away fans, and makes a gesture. Port Bear.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Yeah, I mentioned the other night, Ox, on the show that all we're asking for is consistency, and if it's going to happen to us. Look, I mean, talking about us. If we're going to start booking players for, gesturing towards away fans when they score, you're going to be booking a hell of a lot of players, Ox, in my opinion. I just think you have to be a level of consistency and professionalism in referees, to be across the board, or stop these stupid bookings because it's costing teams.
Bridge, help me.
Right, pal. Who was it that? Oh, it was one of them. So I don't know which one it was, but based on the publicity alone over the Alfredo Morelos interview, and by the way, it wasn't even nasty. He just ran up and did a what to them, and quite openly by the look of it. However, I never saw, because I don't know watched it at all. So I don't know if it was a good, bad, or indifferent one, or was it just a wee snidey one? Because sometimes wee snidey ones, nobody takes too much to notice. They pull them away, and that's it done.
Hands across the lips and shush, and then cupping the ears. Yeah,
right.
And it's sarcasm. It's in goading the fans. It's rude gestures towards fans. Take the mickey out of them. Know how sensitive some people are. Got your good self, JFK.
Aye, you're 100%, mate. Aye, but again, what can we do about it as Rangers? I mean, with a bit of a debate on it, do we sit back and let them do this to us all the time? It's all right, us guys on here and other platforms make more feelings known about it, but Rangers have got to come out and say it, because look, if this had happened to them last week, right, there'd been all the back of the papers and all that. But they're getting away with it, and we're no getting away with it. There's nothing to get away with. If they want to celebrate, But some of the things that were thrown onto the part against Fred was disgusting. Some of the chants that I've been told that people who were at the game said it was absolutely disgusting to hear. We don't want to be hearing things like that. When they talk about the bigoted songs that they're banned, so-called bigoted songs, yet the racism it's there, and it's mostly against Rangers players. So it's kettle calling pot, as they say. So something's got to be done. Rangers have got to come out and grasp this and make some sort of a statement, because we can't even take this lying down, because it's going to come to an ugly head, and I don't think they'll come out of it very good.
So all of this was never reported?
No.
Wow. And was it a live game?
No, it wasn't a live game. It wasn't on the telly. I don't believe it was on the telly anywhere. Just the highlights you see. All I ever look for, Port Bear, is fairness.
What are you talking? You talking about the game against the Watery Farts?
I'm talking. Port Bear. Aye.
That was on live. Aye.
All right, I didn't know that. I didn't watch it.
No, I mean,
well, that's what I'm saying. If it was on live and none of the punters, the pundits, and the commentator, nobody's commented on it. Nobody's saying apologies for that nasty singing. No.
There's a picture there.
Bridgeman, what game are you talking about?
The Hearts and Celtic game.
He was talking about the Motherwell game. You know.
Oh. Wow! I thought you said somebody.
Listen.
I thought you said that someone went up and put in. Did a different gesture. A different gesture. Okay, Pop. Okay.
Yeah.
Two pictures are here. It was Ryan Christie went up, shush, cup in the ears, tell him to shut up, right up to the Hearts fans. I wouldn't.
Again, inconsistent, isn't it? It's just inconsistent. It's fairness. That's what I was. That's what I was saying the other night. You remember I said this on the show? Is when they done it to Alfredo the other night. All I was asking for that night was, well, I hope they carry it through the rest of the season. And if I say what they're going to be, they're going to start punishing players for making gestures. You know, I'm sort of sat on the fence with this discussion because I feel some of the the crap that players take from fans. You know, I know they get paid well. I know they're professional sportsmen. It's easy saying ignore it, but some of the crap, especially aimed at our players, I'm going to stick up for our players. It must be so hard. So a wee couple of years.
Tav's been hit with a pie in Pittodrie. Alfredo's had coffees and hot drinks thrown at him and lighters at Motherwell. Yeah, it's worse than any gesture. Anyway, we'll be joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
Hi, good evening, guys. Denver, Colorado, Colin.
Yeah, you make it quick, mate. You're costing us a fortune.
Denver, Bear, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, guys. Yourselves?
What's on your mind?
Just a wee dilemma. You can. I'll hang up after you can discuss this one.
Right.
Which I'm coming back in February. Okay.
Right.
My boy is graduated high school and he's never seen a Rangers game at Ibrox. I've got two choices. Yeah, take him to the Aberdeen game on the Saturday and the Hibs game on the Wednesday, or the Livingston game and the European game. That's either of the two choices.
Euro night. European night.
There you go. Well, you know, the problem is that Livingston game, they're pish, you know, there's nothing in that game, you know.
But if you're is it Ibrox?
Aye, the both of the two games, both of the games are at Ibrox.
Denver. Love it. So, the atmosphere will be amazing.
Denver.
Aye. We're going out, Jimmy.
JFK here. I can give you an early present. Me and my boy are not going to make the European game. I'll give you, me and my boy I'll initiate our season tickets for you.
Oh, that would be something, Jimmy. That would be that. You just made my mind up being the cheapskate that I am, you know.
And I'll double that for you. I'll give you the 2 tickets for the league game, the Livingston game.
Wow.
There you are.
Something, guys. My mind's made up.
And you can come to the bistro and meet us all.
You can go to Bridges.
Aye, exactly.
You can go to Bridges who's he'll feed and water you.
And your digs, that'll be your digs.
That's all right. You do what you afford me, Bridge, but you know what you afford my 18-year-old boy.
Oh, okay. If he's anything like JFK's boy, he's a giant, by the way. His other boy's another giant.
There you go. I'll sort you out for the league game. JFK will sort you out for the European game, yeah?
All right, pal.
Excellent. All right.
Well done, boys.
I'll get the flights booked this weekend, guys. That's excellent. Excellent. Thanks very much. Don't know what to say. It's good enough having you back on. I've been out the loop for the last 3 months. I took a promotion and realised it wasn't for me, so I've not been able to listen to you, but I'm back in the saddle again, guys.
You got a job again?
Oh, I've always had a job, Bridge, but I got a promotion, but I realised after a couple of months it wasn't for me, so I went back in the field again, you know.
Right, okay.
Good man, mate. Good man, right? We'll be in touch and we'll speak soon, mate, all right?
Okay,
Denver.
Denver.
Phone, Denver. You're costing us a fortune.
Oh, I know. Fine. I've been trying to call you guys.
Cheers.
All the best for Denver. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, pal.
There we go.
It's sorted.
I hope everybody else doesn't think it's going to be that easy.
That was really well done to you guys. Well done indeed. JFK and Oxter, well done indeed.
Yeah,
brilliant.
fair play,
Brilliant.
boys.
They've got to come to the bistro and we'll go meet them, and that'll be brilliant. They'll love it. The atmosphere's buzzing in it, just buzzing.
Well, that's a Braga game and the Livingston game the Thursday before it. Am I right when I say that? Is that right?
Yes,
Yep.
mate.
Oh, well, he's sorted, isn't it?
That's
All
him
right.
sorted.
Yeah, blow his son's socks off, lads. European night.
Aye, well, the Livingston game before... no, but the European game before it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then the Livingston
And a
game-
Thursday and a Sunday.
Yep, the 20th and the Sunday, aye. 20th and the... Aye.
The Livingston game's the 15th, Saturday the 15th, and then it'll be the Thursday night, the 20th. Is that right?
That's the other way about. Aye, you're right. Actually, the Livingston game first, mate, on the Saturday, and then the European game on the Thursday. Aye.
Okay.
Skipper's saying he's going to take him to meet the Thai girls.
He's very helpful. I met the Thai girls in the city
Oh, you
centre.
did not, did you?
Yes, I met him in the city centre. He was with JWR and the Thai girls were there.
Oh, wow. Oh, was that the time? Was that when it all started, is it?
Yeah, I don't know, mate.
Or is it another night? Unbelievable, isn't it?
No, there was a lot of people there. There was a lot of noise, and there was a lot of flutes and accordions and around about George Square. So it was quite noisy. But Skipper was there with his Thai girls.
The Thai girls, yeah.
Right, where were we?
Fairness.
Would you say Port Bear?
We left it on fairness, mate. Would you?
That's all. Well,
Yeah.
listen, I don't particularly want the boy Christie. I'm not a fan of his, of course, but I don't think he's done a lot wrong. It's part of the game, same as I don't think Morelos should have been sent off for that. It's getting stupid.
It's got to be consistent, Ox, though. That's what
Aye.
you're getting as well. It's got to be consistent. You know, that's all we ask. We're not going to start to sit here and moan about it, but all the refs have to be consistent and fair. That's all we ask.
I don't think that's all I would ask. I would ask most assuredly the referee and other officials are fair, but I would also ask that everybody in the media see the same thing and report it. They might have a different opinion on it, but they report it properly. What they see, what they like, with no ambiguity on it. I don't think that was a real tag. Just like Oxter said, I don't think that was a booking. That's fair enough. Other folk may have said that was a red card, you know. But no, I just the way that the slant on everything they do is just totally against us. We've got no chance with that. Sorry for interrupting, poor Bear.
The pressure's been on us in December, and obviously it's not worked. It's not been perfect for us, JFK. But if we can win these next two league games, I would say the pressure starts swinging, because they'll have expected us to go away by now.
I would agree with that. I mean, as you said earlier on, we just need to take care of ourselves and no bother about what's happening elsewhere. And then when it does hit the fan, then hopefully they'll implode. Well, we know they're not a great team, you know, and we are a good team, a very good team when we play our football. We need to win. We need to win every game up to we play them. You know, we're not expecting anybody else to do us any favours. Let's win every game up until we play the Puddle Drinkers on the 29th, and then it's still not a winner takes all, because we've still got a game in hand, but we want to win every game. So as long as we went to the Pedo Dome and didn't get beat, then I'd be happy with that. As long as we'd win the next two games before that.
Speaking about a game in hand, I noticed the manager corrected the reporter who came in and says, and Celtic are 5 points ahead of you. And that was it. You know, the bare facts. Yeah, 5 points ahead, but we've got a game in hand. That was never reported. So that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. But the manager's got to say these. Why is he got to say that? They're reporters. They know that, but they don't do it. They just slant it that way. I'm glad he pulled it up. Absolutely glad.
But we just need to take care of ourselves, guys. I mean, you have always said yourself, but you know, every game, the next game's the biggest game, and this is a big game. Obviously, it's a Friday night. What a 40 ounce of Friday this is going to be. No, because it's a must win, and then we don't play now for more than a week after that, innit? Because that's us about wait till Boxing Day.
No, we're playing Friday, then we're playing Thursday.
That's what I'm saying, but it's 2 games to be play the puddle drinkers. So we've got the Kilmarnock game in Boxing Day, so it's 2 games we need to win leading up to that game. And if something happens with them on the other side of the city, fair dues. Let's not be holding out any hope in that. Let's go and do what we should be doing, and that's winning the next 2 games before we play them.
I think all the league games, Jimmy, are like finals. That's the way I feel right
Every
now.
game is a final now.
Every game,
yeah.
I know it might sound bad me saying that, but I just feel that's the mentality we've got to have. You know, the players have got that same mentality as well. Every game is a final. You have to win it.
We as fans have got that about it as well. We feel that way, you know, and that pressure that we put ourselves under, we put the team under as well. So as well as their own pressure, they've got the fans' pressure. Amazing stuff. I've got nothing but the greatest admiration for our team. They've carried us all the way through to here, and here we're talking about, it doesn't bear thinking about, you know, we're going to go to on Friday night, tomorrow night we're going to go and bump them. That's what we're going to do. Bump them. Done. Mollocate them.
Yep. Anyway, get yourselves a mute. We're going to have a tune.
See them march on, marching on through the years of history. Let's held on high, for the jersey they will do or die. Fight for life, play the game with the band of glory. Win, lose or draw, that's the Glasgow Rangers story. See them march on, banners high as they fly before you, loyal and true, on the way to cheer the boys in blue. Follow they will, marching on to the songs of glory. Win, lose or draw, that's the Glasgow Rangers story. See them march on, banners high as they climb before you, loyal and true, on the way to cheer the boys in blue. Follow they will, marching on to the songs of glory. Win, lose or draw, that's the Glasgow Rangers story.
Oh, do you like that one, Bridge? Bridgeman?
It stopped too quick for me there. I was marching around the table.
Get your breath back.
That's a brilliant song, that. Brilliant.
So if people want to join us, what's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Once you phone in, hang up, and you'll be phoned back by the technical department. Or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. You'll be once again brought into the call by Old School Blue or Fox. Who's doing the eating?
Somebody's eating something.
Somebody eating? What?
Somebody is. What is it, Jim? Is it Wingums?
It's no me.
Oh my God, what's happening to me? Sorry, boys.
So we move on and we get the game tomorrow night, and we've all agreed that the squad's not going to change too much. I thought that the goals, Morelos has scored the goals, but when you start dissecting it and you look at Ross County, you look at Aberdeen away, even Motherwell, all right, Alfredo got one of the goals. His run in Europe, it's made his goal tally stand out. In the league, the boys have chipped in. GFK.
You're right away back, and you can see that the goals have been right through. We know Alfredo scored a few, but most of them have been in Europe, haven't they? Well, it's 50-50 basically. And that's good for you. Just can't rely on Fredo all the time. When Gresda was there, that game, you're not going to see every game. He come on and scored 2. Ojo's pitched in. Arfield's been there. Ryan Kent. We can name them all. They've all the big cat goals.
That was last season, mate.
I so was I. I need a drink. Never mind wine gums.
You mean Greg Stewart, maybe?
Greg Stewart.
He scored 3 goals. 3 goals in his appearance.
3 scored, aye. Scored a double against Hearts, didn't he?
And one against somebody else there when he came off the bench.
Yeah, you have to get your top 4 goal scorers so far, Ox.
There you go, mate.
You've got Morelos with 27, Defoe with 13, Ojo's got 6, Jack's got 5. So, that alone spread about from midfield to forward to obviously your wide men.
Ojo's goals came very quick at the start, didn't he?
Yeah, yep.
Aye. He scored some good goals. Nice goals. The one against Feyenoord was a beezer.
When you hear the defenders as well, right, you got Tavernier's got 3, Hollander's got 3, Katic got 2, Barisic got 2.
Goldson?
Goldson's got 4. You've got Aribo's got 5. Glenn Kamara's got 1. Ryan Kent's got 3. David's got 1. Arfield's got 3. Barker 1. Greg Stewart 3. So you're right, Ox. That's spread pretty far through the team.
Aye. Obviously, you're maybe looking at the midfield players should maybe have 3, 4, 5ish now. You know what I mean?
Aye.
That would be the only complaint. But if they're making the chances for Morelos and he's putting them in, what difference does it make, Rich?
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who scores. From a fan's perspective, it doesn't matter. As long as we get a goal or get the goals, it's required to get what we need. But we do love to, I must admit this, we've all got wee favourites for different reasons. And we love to see them ones doing it. And most people's favourite at the moment is Morelos, and they all want to see him scoring and score as many times as you can do it, Alfie, please, and get as well back in there again. So that's what I'm on. But, we've got wee sneaky ones. I like to see Barisic taking free kicks. That was another pearl that he hit the post with. Fantastic stuff,
Great save, mate.
Absolutely, Bill. Absolutely.
The first time I seen it, GFK, I thought it had just hit the post. Then you see it, the boy get his fingertips and kept it out.
Brilliant save.
And it's not that long ago, Oxford, at tail end of last season, a lot of folk were thinking Barisic isn't going. He's not got it, and he's not going to make it, or whatever. There's a lot of folk that didn't think he was for the Rangers.
No.
Look at him now. Amazing.
Somebody slows you at the door.
You always plugged him, but
absolutely, I think he's class, and I think the same with Helander. I think Helander is an absolutely fantastic player, and he obviously I want him to come back very quickly. But it's going to be a battle to get a pitch.
We'll see him at the end of January, mate.
Well, at least, I would imagine at least. He may get back into training mid-January, maybe. But he's a big fella, and he's well. Fortunately, he's fit. But wow, we need him for the European games, and that's. I'm feeling that anyway. No offence to anybody in our team, I think Helander is pivotal for us.
I agree with what you're saying there to a point. If the team's playing well and winning well, then for me you can't change it.
He'll come back in.
I think he's going to get. I think it might look as if he's going to have to do really well, but he's got to be 100% fit. Can he take any chances? Because Big Katic is a battler, and it might in fact be. You might be right, Jimmy. Maybe he won't step straight in. I think he'll step straight in, but it would be Katic that would lose a position because I don't see him dropping Golson unless there's another injury in somewhere.
Aye, but we'll see. I mean, obviously, this is the hard thing when you're doing football management. Port Bear, you can't. It's who's going to get a wee strain, who's going to get a knock, and all your planning is out the window, innit?
Definitely, you can have all intents and purposes. You can be training as hard as you can. The team is playing well together, but you just can't legislate for knocks and injuries. But it was always my fear. I feel Helander's part with the spine of the team now. I think he's one of the. He sort of became ever present over the last couple of months, and the spine of your team is looking very, very strong with it. So I just think, are we going to miss him? I think we will, because I think he's obviously a very good centre back.
But we'll miss him. We'll miss his organisation. We'll miss his reading of the game. Obviously, he's more comfortable on the left side than Katic is. Katic maybe gets up higher. It's faster. So what you lose with Helander, you gain with Katic. There's pluses and minuses.
Yeah. Well, Katic is an absolute ball winner, mate. He's always going to heel throw his body, his face in and to win that ball. That's his be-all and purposes. His aim is to win that ball and win it, regardless how he gets it. So as you said, and he's got more pace than what Helander has. So it's up to Katic to take his chance, mate. And let's face it, Katic is a quality young centre back. He could have Helander waiting to get back in, but I think Gerrard really trusts Helander now, and I think after he's fully fit, he'll come back in. How about York? I think he'll come back in, mate. No doubt about it.
The big plus he's got over Katic is his bridge points out. It's his left-sidedness. It gives him a plus, When the centre half splits and Katic gets it out in the left back position, if you like, it's not as comfortable for him as it is for Helander.
He just knocks up the line, doesn't he? He just knocks into Kent's feet. Natural left-footed passing straight into Kent's feet, into Kamara's feet, and it's there every time. He's very accurate, I think, as a passer. I think he's underrated with his passing, actually, Oaks, in my opinion. So, if Katic is doing that on the right side, there's a lot that's going out. I heard a few mumps and moans from some fans at Motherwell. Quite a number of times Katic was trying to pass the ball up that inside left channel, and he was often getting out, you know what I mean? But it's just because he's right-footed. And that's exactly what it is, Paul, yeah. That's where Bridgman's, frustration comes from. Because distribution we've got on that left-hand side, when Helander, Barisic and Kent knock it about with each other, it's natural, all left-sided play. So when you've got Katic now thrown into that mix, it's not the same fluidity, mate. In my opinion.
All right. And you come, Bridge?
Yeah, what Forbear's saying is absolutely. To me, he's absolutely right. You can see the difference when you've got a really good. It doesn't need to be Helander. It could be anybody who's left-footed, as long as he can play a bit of football, and Helander can play football. So when the ball comes in awkward positions, if he's running back the way towards the byline, he can turn out to the left, out to the wing, and chip the ball up the wing if he can get it up the wing that far. But he can do that with control. If you ask Katic to do that, I'm afraid if he's anywhere near the white line, the chances are he's going to go over the white line before it reaches any Rangers player. That's the difficulty of having that under that type of pressure. Other than that, I was mightily impressed with him at Motherwell. For about 75% of the game, I thought he had a smashing game, and him and Golson did very, very well together, in my opinion. But there was a few wee occasions, as we've explained, and I'm not going to explain them too much because I'm not trying to take anything away from the boy. That's the truth of the matter. When you put Helander in there alongside Barisic, you've got two really good left-footed players that can actually push the ball just in front, like a winger. So he could use, Helander could actually find him quite easily on the wing, and it lets him get away. Like Barisic, he's looking great as well, isn't he?
Anyway, Fox has joined us. Oh, great to hear what he thinks, how it's going to go tomorrow night. Evening, Fox, Mal Mucker, how's it going? He's there, he's on mute, he's just playing hard to get, he's got his buttons rang. Evening, Fox, how's it going? This could take a while. Come on, Fox. Get off a mute. Sort yourself out.
I don't think he's there at all.
He is. He's there, mate. We'll just wait for him. Just we can go silent and just wait for him. He'll come in. He hates to be there. Come on, Fox. Use your opinion on the team tomorrow night.
He's a shocker, that Ian. So he is.
Come on, Fox.
He's determined.
He'll regret it. Well, he seems to have lost us.
Maybe he's busy.
Yeah.
busy man.
You said that you thought Barisic would keep the position, but obviously if we went on a run and it'd say 7 clean sheets in a row, JFK, you could make it really hard for the manager. But I just think that at the moment you can see that they like that balance.
I agree with that, but I've always maintained that. I mean, winning team going forward, you've got to keep playing that team. I mean, all ifs and buts and maybe, but supposing 7 weeks down the line, whatever, that Hollander's just returning and we've won every game. So you're going to say we just drop Katic out and just bring Hollander in just because he's a £3.7 million player?
No, it's not because he's that at all, mate. It's because it's the balance with the left-sidedness.
I know that, but again, it's all ifs. But what if Katic starts banging in goals for the set pieces and he's the best header of the ball Ibrox have got. See when he headers a ball, it goes far, and that's.
Do you think he's improved since this time?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I definitely think him and Barisic. I can see where the guys are coming from. I totally agree with them about where Hollander plays, and we would miss that. But if the team's playing well and winning, I don't see the point of changing it just for the sake of changing it. But no longer go when they go back when Richard Gough was injured, and automatically his place would be taken by whoever it was. And as soon as he became free again, Richard Gough came into the team again, and that's understandable. It's a different type of player, But for me, if the winning team's going forward, I don't see why you should change it. But then who am I to argue that? It's a guy that makes that decision.
It's a valid argument. And we were joined by a caller. I think it's Troy's dad. Evening, Jimbo.
Good evening.
What's on your mind, mate?
How you doing, guys? I'm just a mere respect for the guys that sit on that bench, game in, game out, like the fraud, Andy Halliday. You never hear a thing, never hear an argument, you never see in the paper about them, and they still sit there just waiting for their chance. I think that bit of respect for the guys, I must admit. That's my point.
They've carried themselves very well, all these players. I think Gerrard looks for a certain kind of character and keeps them about the club. That's my thoughts. Bridgman?
Yeah. 100% on that. There's a lot more to it, being part of the squad, than just being able to play football, because players at Rangers should be able to play football. I think that should be a given. You must be a good football player before you could come here. The type of footballer, well, that's a different thing. That's between the manager and the player, where he's going to fit in. But they've got to have character. They've got to be character. They've got to be there. And that's the ones that be able to sit on the bench for weeks on end. It's got to happen. It's got to happen.
JFK?
JFK is doing a Fox.
It's a difficult thing to do, Ox. As I said earlier on, I take my hat off to Gerrard, how he managed to manage that squad, keep the squad happy. Then guys are probably champing it a bit. He gave them high praise. He said earlier on in the interview that them guys, your Greg Doherty's, your Andy Halliday's, are absolutely going above and beyond in training. They're really grafting, they're really putting the work in. They're not causing trouble at the club. They're biting their tongue. I bet you inside they're frustrated, mate. I bet they are. But they're not disrupting the harmony of the squad. They know it's a team game, it's a squad game. And, Jim's right, they deserve big praise. The manager gave them today, in my opinion, by saying, they're going above and beyond in training. They're really, really, really digging in for them. And, without much reward. And that must be hard, Docs. You played the game yourself. It must be hard when you're getting to your work and you're giving it your all, but you're not getting any product out of it. But you've just got to bite your time. And as you said earlier on, you noted it. Bide your time, wait your chance, and take it. That's all. That's all Gerard's probably asking.
You do need a bit of luck sometimes, you know.
Aye, yep. You know, careers have been made on that. Careers have been made on luck, mate. Yep.
Are you back with us, JFK?
Mate, something on my mute button there.
No bother, mate. Did you get Jimbo's question?
I did, mate. He's right. You know, the fact is that the guys that are on the bench have got to be commended. You know, there's no prima donnas there. They're and the gaffer's telling us what they're doing at training. They're fighting hard to get into the first 11. You know, probably fighting hard to get into the 18. You know, that are there on any given day. So you've got to. I mean, we know about Andy Halliday. You know, we know what he's done as a player for Rangers. You know, he's played anywhere that he's been asked to play. So you've got to. There's no troublemakers there. No, they've dealt with everything that's thrown at them. So I would have no qualms with Andy Halliday coming on at any game he's needed in the near future until such a time as he leaves Rangers. But every one of them should be commended for their actions, and the gaffer, I think, is getting the fruits of that. It's not just about the 11 on the park, it's about the 25 squad he's got, which he says is quite large, it's too big, so he's maybe wanting to reduce it to 20. We'll see, time will tell in January. It's a good point that Jim makes.
Yeah. The one he obviously mentioned a couple of us, but the boy Docherty, I mean, he's not a sniff this year, Jimbo, is he?
No, he's nowhere near it. Nowhere near it at all.
No, he's not even on the bench.
I was going to ask the boys about the Jake Hasty situation. There was something come on. I think it was on my phone, a message or something or other. The manager just said that he thinks that Rangers might call him back in January because he's not picking him, basically.
Well, I picked it up different for that. I think that Rotherham are going to send him back in January rather than us calling him back. That's the way I picked it up and read it. GFK, I think you've read the same.
That and Middleton. Hasty and Middleton, I think, are being sent back for the clubs, Rotherham and the Spoonburners, Hibs. So they're no longer required. So remember, the gaffer said as well that, you know, I mentioned Glenn Middleton. He'll probably get somewhere else and loan for the rest of the season. So it'll be interesting to see where he goes.
How does that work out for the young boys? Now they get sent out to learn their trade. That must be. What's going through their head? What's going through Rangers' head? The thing we've sent them out to get a game. They can't get a game there. They're not going to get a game at Ibrox. So what's going to happen to these boys now? Are they surplus to the requirements as well?
Well, Glenn's been about the team for about 18 months and disappeared. Jake Hasty, if I'm being really honest with you, and I'll go to Port Bear with this, I've really never seen enough of him to judge. Yeah.
No, I agree with you. I didn't see enough to judge. I did keep an eye on him. More or less the first probably 6 or 8 weeks he's loan. And the reports I was reading, they were raving. He was scoring goals. He was playing well. But like you told me earlier on, in the last few sort of weeks, good few weeks now, he's not been getting picked. His form's he's dipped. But in my opinion, he looks an athlete. He's a 6'1" winger. And he scored for Motherwell. I know he was out in loan at Alloa, and they called him back to Motherwell, and he had a good end of the season. And I think that's why Rangers obviously looked at him and why Gerrard, said go and get him. Again, like you said with other players, he's a project, isn't he? He's a young player, up and coming, who will need to develop. Again, he might take his chance when he comes back up the road. We don't know. It's all if when I
can I come in August? Yeah.
Let Port finish, then you can come
okay,
in.
Bud.
It's just if he comes up and takes his chance at the rest of them, or do we send them back out and loan maybe a Scottish club? I don't know. I'm just thinking, these guys have got to develop, like Jim's just saying, and I think sometimes they pick maybe the wrong places to go. I think maybe Middleton, maybe he's finished at Ibrox because Holland definitely, because apparently what I've been reading with the Middleton situation, they were going to build their team around him. They were going to make him almost like their main man. You know what I mean? So, but for some reason they wanted to go. They wanted to stay in Scotland. I don't know why, but maybe he should have took his chance. Maybe that might be detriment to his career now at Ibrox.
Can you come, Bridge?
Just following on through what Poor Bear's saying, Ronald Bell in the lobby saying that young Jake Hasty's back at Rangers. and he played for the youth team the other day against Aberdeen. They won 2-1.
It might be, mate, if he can come back and play youth games, and that might be in their contract if they're not in games, you know.
He's going to Partick Thistle, mate.
Back. What's that, mate?
He's going to Partick Thistle.
Too hasty.
Aye.
Wow.
And they're saying Middleton, Dunfermline, or Thistle in it. Is that right?
Aye.
What I'm reading.
Yep. Ian McCall.
We'll see.
Good
I actually quite like that boy too. That young boy, Hasty. I think he's going to be a smashing player for us. And I thought so anyway.
Sometimes you've got to drop down again, Ox, to come back up, haven't you? You know, it might be a good thing for the
young,
two of them.
He's got young youth. They've both got youth on their side.
Yeah.
Different kinds of players. I think the thing with Glenn, he got a chance last year and he was there, and we were all saying game, and then he just, I don't know if teams did fun him out, but he just looked like a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
Was it his decision, you think, to go down south? Because I remember at the time I said that I'd have liked to have seen him going to a championship team next year. You know, Glenn.
Was he not given that chance, Jimmy, and decided to go to Hibs?
Was he definitely given that chance? Did he just
I think so. It was a Dutch team. There was a
Den Haag.
Aye, I know it was a Dutch thing, but I remember I said at the time that Den Haag would have been the Holland thing would have been good for him, but I'd like to see Macy, younger guys get into the championship.
Yeah, if you notice that championship, even there's not that many youngsters even for the Premiership playing it, is there?
No.
There's there is the odd one, the boy Mount with Derby, etc. You get the odd ones, but most of them go down another league, didn't they? Because that championship's a tough league for young boys, you know.
So it'd have been better for maybe Middleton to go into the Scottish Championship with one of the teams down there.
Maybe you should have listened to the gaffer and went to Holland.
Aye,
that's a good point, by the way. That's a good point.
Very good point.
We spoke it up before, aye. And let's hope that if Glenn Middleton does go to Thistle or Dunfermline or and the same with boy Hasty and they can progress, you know. I mean, Glenn Middleton, we were talking about, was going to be a star for us when he came on substitute and scored a couple of goals, things like that. You know? So,
you think he gave me had in Villarreal?
And the game in Moscow, mate. You know, when he was outstanding in UEFA Cup last year. Oh. You know, I thought he was going to become your next great product from, you know, the Hummel. I thought he was going to be the boy, but you know, sometimes you listen to Gaffer. They obviously set that loan up in Den Haag for a reason. Maybe he thought that was going to be good for his development, and he's not took his advice. And you know, some players will rue the day they didn't take Steven Gerrard's advice.
That's a good point as well, isn't it? That's a really good point as well.
And well, Jim's still there before he goes. Jim, anything to add?
I'm just interested with GFK. But there's an example of what we were talking about earlier on. There's wee Flegger. He's playing in the English Premiership with Sheffield United. He's a star man every week. When did you leave Ibrox?
10 million, Jim.
Yeah?
10 million he's valued at.
Aye. Well, I can't even remember when he left Ibrox. It was years and years ago. When you think back, he's been all through the leagues with different teams, and there's him now. He's found his place, hasn't he?
Premiership player, mate. Yep, you're right, Jim. You're right.
Well, it's more than 10 years ago, isn't it?
It must be.
It's more than 10 years ago.
Oh, he's 28 now, isn't he? 28, nearly come up for 29.
He was only a youngster when he came in.
Aye. It seemed like Aston Villa are smelling about. They're looking to maybe buy him. But he's valued at 10 million.
Well, look, Aston Villa are a championship team, isn't they?
No, Aston Villa are the Premiership.
I didn't, of course, Jim McGinn.
They came up last year.
Sorry, pal. Sorry.
They man, Sheffield come up. So I mean, I saw him last week scoring a couple of decent goals. Wee Flecky.
Yeah. John Fleck left us when we had to bother, mate. He was
That's
there.
Right.
Was he there at that time?
Aye, 2012.
All right, so you're 8 years then. 8 years.
Aye, he wasn't in the ordinary days when he wasn't near the first team. Maybe.
Believe it or not, I would have lost money in this. I've just looked on Wikipedia and it says he played 41 games for us.
Really?
Aye, I can't remember him.
Oh, I remember him playing for us. I remember him playing for us.
That 41?
Not that many games though.
But he was getting games for 2 seasons with us. He was a right youngster when he came on, you know, and then all of a sudden he was gone. You know.
41 games.
Ronnie Bell says 10 million for Fleck for the Milton.
He's all man and all way they stay around.
What was that, James?
His mum and dad stay around the corner. They stay in Yoker.
Do they? Oh,
Aye,
Yoker boy.
aye.
Oh, so you stay in Yoker, do you?
Well, I'm only in Peterson Park when I only say Peterson Park when I've got a drink in me, but I've not got a drink. I'm just a common man.
I thought it was
Upper Yoker.
Upper Yoker, aye.
Just up the road from Langholm Street.
It's called Spears Hall Terrace now.
Spears Hall, yes, I remember.
It's South Bearsden.
South Bearsden, yeah.
Brad, you need to go and mute when you're coughing, mate.
Oh, sorry, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah. Either that or get some fisher
medication, some luscious medicament.
We spoke here at great length, Ox, here about Greg Docherty, you know, and I said at the time I didn't think he'd ever play for Rangers again, and I think the gaffer's confirmed that today. He's been very gracious and polite what he said, you know. He plays and tries hard and training that, but he's telling the players, obviously we know the players in that position, and he's going to have to push his way through. But he refused to go out and loan, allegedly. He wanted to stay and fight for his place, but he was never going to get a shot at it. And I think that proved it. When was the last time we even seen him on the subs bench?
Yeah. Do you not think, Jimmy, we've actually, because obviously the form of the players, but also last year they probably weren't as good as we were this year, especially in the midfield department. And I just think last year was his level, but this year maybe this level's too high. And I'm not being disrespectful, boy.
That's what's going to happen. There's going to be
that's going to happen.
When we tweak it up, and Gerrard, if he hopefully in the next couple of years is improving our team, there'll be people that we can't contemplate not getting again. There'll be.
Well, look at you've got Rossiter's now back doing his rehab here. He's got a bad injury. I mean, for reports, McCrory's no setting Heather on fire down there either. We're getting Middleton back. We're getting Hasty back. You know, look at that. We're not going to call it deadwood. That's not a nice word, you know. But these guys are surplus to requirements, Oxtia. No, he's maybe talking about. I mean, I aimed after the 14 players before.
But you know what Hasty? What was he? A 4-year deal, mate? He ain't going anywhere.
No, he's not going anywhere. He's a 4-year deal, exactly. So I mean, but what do we do with him? You know, they've got to be farmed out to try and build them up and get their skill levels to the level that we need them to, because we can't afford to be bringing young boys in, as we have done in the past, because the league's too cutthroat now, and we're looking for success tomorrow. Even looking for success yesterday. That's how desperate we're to get it. We can't keep bleeding blood and young boys there, and unfortunately these guys maybe don't get the chance. And the Greg Docherty thing.
You know, I think I slightly disagree with you. I'm going to say, just like I get your point and I accept your point, I'll go to Port Bear with this. I think the problem is that he's not discovered any of them that he thinks are good enough. I think if Gerrard thought somebody was good enough, you'd see them in the team.
Here.
Yeah, well, I agree with that. That's probably that goes along to what I was saying. But they're not good enough to be part of Rangers. It's not that just because they're young. I mean, if you're good, if you're good enough, then you're old enough. Doesn't matter what age you are. You're 100%, right?
He gave Middleton a lot of games last year, and he started well, and then he just petered out. He really petered out. Whether he wasn't doing what he was told, and then he just disappeared. You know, maybe sometimes young people, Port Bear, think they've made it when they get a half a dozen games, and it just doesn't work out after that.
You know what? Can this is a question on Greg Docherty? There's an awful lot of people like Greg Docherty. I've said this before. An awful lot of people like him and think he will be a really good player for Rangers. I think right at this minute in time, Rangers have got a tremendous midfield. And there's 3 guys there. They've got the thing nailed down at the moment. And when Davis comes back, one of them will have to move. But seriously, you've got 3, 4, maybe 5 really top-class midfielders playing for the Rangers now, and arguably the best midfield in the country. I can't see where young Greg Docherty is going to. He can't be knocking on that door. I just can't see it.
He played against East Fife, if memory right? Yeah. And his work rate, his attitude, he does everything right. But he ain't. If you watch the way we knock the ball, but that's no Greg's game. you know, and maybe he's just been unfortunate at the time that he's turned up at the club, or maybe he should have looked to change his position. I don't know, but if he does go, I'll tell you what, he'll go with everybody's best wishes.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
But where's Port Bear? Am I for mute now?
Is he doing a Foxy?
I'm still here, mate, yes.
He's doing a Foxy?
I just think it's been unfortunate. It's Greg Stewart, sorry. I'm a blank here.
Greg
Docherty, sorry, mate. He's came to the club you know, probably at an unfortunate time when we've probably got arguably one of the best young managers in Europe, you know, and he's a midfielder himself, so he probably understands that position probably more than anybody in Ibrox. So he'll see, and as you say, Docs, you looked at him and I go, the style, the pace we knock the ball about, maybe he's not up to that. Maybe he can't, you know, maybe just not get the quick footballing brain that the rest of them have. Sorry having Deva, sorry having Dig, sorry having Hart, but unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. I'm not saying the boy's going to be a bad player. He might go and prove I was wrong and go to a club, could do a level, come back up and just, you know, go on a great career. But unfortunately, I just don't think it's going to be at Rangers. I really don't. I just think he's, maybe fifth or sixth choice. He's got a long way to go to get into that side. A long way to go, mate.
Well said, Port Bear. I agree with that. Considering I think that too. Yep, absolutely. No offence or harm to anyone.
Did you see the story any day that Herrera's come back?
Aye. Wow.
Do you know, let me put this to you, lads. See Herrera? Right, no.
Don't dare.
Right,
get that finger ready now, Foxy.
We're always talking about a third choice striker, a fourth choice.
No.
I said Ox, he starts earlier on, 63 games, you know, between Laguna and Acaxa and Rangers, 11 goals. It's terrible for a striker. It really is. But he's back at Ibrox.
He's only back because obviously his deal's up, so they'll be looking to get another 6-month deal somewhere.
Yep. It's actually scary.
It's actually embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing.
Aye.
We're sitting here laughing at a guy who's a Rangers player, and we signed him. And we meant it as well.
Aye, and he's taking a fortune at the club and all, which is kind of frustrating and makes you angry as well.
All right, we've been joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
Good evening. It's James.
How we doing, James?
Tennessee.
What's your point, mate?
Right, point is last night, the Hearts game against a team from the city, Bobby Madden, throw-in comes with a Hearts player. It throws into a guy that's on the line, and Brown comes right through him and pushes him. It's a definite foul, and he does nothing. I actually wrote, in the Hearts page that he's untouchable, Brown. The years of him getting away with fouls and things he does is ridiculous. They're being biased, the referees, and that's my point. They're definitely being biased. That was definitely a penalty. And how Madden's right in front of him, the guy's on the line, it's a penalty because I'm a referee. And they're getting away with things like that all the time because that would have put them 1-0 up. And they could have lost the game. But they end up winning the game.
Should Brown have been sent off for 2 bookings as well?
Yeah, well, he could have been sent up. He gets away with murder over the years. And the way to play against this guy is don't let him get a touch of the ball. I've said it before. As soon as he gets the ball, you're on top of him right away. And all the Rangers players should play like that against him, really physical against him. And also they should actually take a card sometimes for him and switch it. Like the other teams play the system of taking cards for other players and then bringing on substitutes. Them across the road are very cute at that. Very cute at all the dodgy things in the world by taking cards, by the Brown, the way he behaves. It's ridiculous, by the way, over the years. And that's the way to beat them. And we can't rely upon any teams beating them. We've got to be stronger than them. And the next time we play them when we go to their park.
All right, I'll take that around the panel. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else to add, James?
Yeah, do you want me to mention the Willem Twee players are coming on, or will I forget it next time? Do you want me?
Carry on, mate.
No,
Make
but
it brief.
Yeah, briefly, that very, very good side. Nunnally on the right-hand side. He's small, 5'6", a black guy, a black chap. He's very fast, and he scored again. And also, a guy in midfield, he signed with NEC. He's on loan to them from NEC, a Belgian under-21 international. Nadish May, I think he's called, and he's very good. He's one of the best young 20-year-olds attacking midfield players. He scored a fantastic goal. Because what Morelos needs to do is when he's on the right-hand side, he's got to put it across to his left and then score. These guys I'm all talking about, this guy in midfield, he can score with his left foot, and that's what all top players can do. And he's really good. He's maybe under contract to them to Willem II to June next year, but he's a good player. Nunnally's good, and the other German on the left-hand side is good as well. Plus, they've got a Greek striker who's quite good as well. So these are players much better than Jake Hasty. These guys are all a level above the Jake Hasty's.
Well, I think that's the problem, and I think that's the problem. We're going to have casualties because we're moving forward, mate, and some of the players are going to get left behind because they're just not up to the quality.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll take that round the panel. Always great to hear from you, James. Don't be a stranger and keep in touch, mate. All right.
Okay, thanks a lot. Have a good Christmas.
Yeah, you too, James. And speak to you soon, mate. Yeah, and have a good all the best for the new year. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Cheers, mate. I think we discussed that at the start of the show. I mean, I obviously never watched their game, and I don't want to get into any great debate, but it's no surprise, is it? JFK.
Yeah, it's no surprise. I've not watched it either, you know. It's no surprise. I read that article that you were just talking about the Hearts player was having a dig at him because he's saying basically he's the extra referee on the park and he gets away with everything, and the referee kind of turns a blind eye, you know. But you know something, Oxshire, the papers don't report that. I mean, James is telling us something there that I don't know anything about, because there was no mention it for what I'd read today, the various papers that I scanned online today, so there was nothing mentioned about his bad tackles, but I'm not surprised about that. So James is right, you know, he's a lot on himself.
Fox sent me one last night. Actually, it was actually last night after the show. He'd already been booked in the run up to the second goal. He blatantly body checks the guy and puts one on him, takes him out of the game. It was a blatant yellow card and a foul, which stops the momentum for the second goal, and he should have been off.
Yeah, that's what they're getting away with, you know.
I never saw it either, but I'll bet you the referee wasn't more than 10 yards away from it.
It wasn't even that, Bridge. It wasn't.
There you go.
It wasn't even that. Yeah, but well, I think the point James is making that there's going to be some casualties put there as we up the quality. Some of the players just aren't going to be good enough.
100%, mate. You touched on earlier on when you mentioned, you know, there's going to be some bigger players. Let's say fans' favourites, maybe.
Right.
That, you know, will get found out when other quality comes in. You know, better quality, because let's face it, he's not going to sign anybody equal to what we've got. He's only going to sign players that are better than we've currently got now. That's what he's going to do. So the fans' favourites, you'll be maybe your favourite midfielder, your favourite striker, your favourite fullback. You know, you just don't know how it's going to pan out over the next 12 to 18 months, because he's going to definitely add quality, guys. He's definitely going to add quality to that squad. Can I give a wee shout out to England Bear, mate, and Tam? I mean, I had a wee text for the two of them saying it's a great show. Just keep up with good work. So I'll just give a wee shout out, lads, all right?
Good man.
But we're getting fans. He's getting fans. Took you 6 months to get a group of JFK.
Can we just say, poor Bear, you can't get a shout out, poor Bear. You can't get a shout out. No.
No, take that back.
Sorry, bud.
And enhancing the squad, obviously I totally agree 100% what you're saying, but I'm just looking down about the guys that might return on loan, you know, and I'll be quite honest with you, none of them would even get on my subs bench.
Rossiter's 10 grand a week. 10 grand a week.
You're talking about Alnwick, he'll never come back. Jake Hastie, he I think there's a future for him. Jason Holt, Ross McCrory, they're getting hammered every week. Portsmouth, they get beat 4-1 last week. Jordan Rossiter's injury prone. Stephen Kelly's setting a heather on fire at Ayr United, him and the boy Jordan Houston. So they've got a big future. I've heard that Stephen Kelly might end up at Partick Thistle because Ian McCall had brought him to Ayr United. So I'll keep an eye on that. Cammy Palmer, I don't see any future for him. Zach Rudden, I thought there'd be a big future for Zach Rudden at Ibrox, but no, he's injured there for 10 weeks and he's just come back. We'll see what happens. And a young boy, Matty Shields, is playing with Dumbarton now. So you're looking at that list of players, guys. And
how many was that? How many was that?
1, 2, 3, 9.
9. Throw in Herrera.
This is guys just in Scotland, England. So Herrera. No, so probably you would only say Jake Hastie, and the jury's out for me with the boy Kelly, because obviously I've only saw what I've managed to catch on BBC Scotland Alba channel thing. They kind of know, so I get to see, and he looks a decent player. So the rest, Oxyar, I would say forget about, and as James was saying, Poor Bear was saying, there's going to be a few guys that's going to be fans' favourites are going to find themselves out the door as well. And we need to bring in, I would say to enhance the squad for next season, because we know that now the gaffer signed a long-term contract. He's here for the big picture. He's needing another 5 players, mate. Out with, even if we keep Alfredo.
It's 5 guys that he's got to trust.
It's 5 guys you've got to trust, definitely.
They've got to be first team players, and the bench improves. And let's say, for instance, I don't know, take Kamara. Kamara might be saying, "I want to go if you can't guarantee me a game every week going forward." If the guy comes in better than Kamara,
aye.
Because there's no room for sentiment, JFK.
No, there's no. As I said earlier on, I mean, you said it, I mean, quite rightly. And I mean, but we're not a team now that can blood young boys. But if they're good enough, then play them, and that'll come down to what the manager's decision is. But we need success, and we needing players to come in and hit the ground running. We can't have passengers, because the puddle drinkers have sailed away part of the way, but we're pulling them in every game. And if we can keep doing that, and if the manager's backed with funds, and we know that he's going to be back with us guys, because we're there every week, we're paying our money every season, and we're buying it. Well, we don't know what's happening to merchandise further down the line, but we'll be there and spend the money as we can. So we need to try and get players in, because if we start competing well in Europe, as we've been doing, we're going to need that calibre of player, Oxyar. We can't just rely on bringing young boys through. It's not going to bode well for us.
Like all good managers, Ox, Steven Gerrard's now got a blueprint, right? And this is my opinion. I think he's just like your modern day manager. If you look at Pep Guardiola, they've got a blueprint of the style of play. Play with pace, high press, play through teams. He'll have spoke to Ross Wilson, and they'll be targeting players that fit his system. If that makes sense. So he's a profile of a player.
18 months ago, he was bringing in bodies.
Yes, aye. That's what it was. It was like bums on seats, that old saying.
Welcome to the O2 messaging service.
I just think now there's a profile of a player, there's a style of play, and when he's probably part of this interview process, speaking to these players, he wants to know, A, B, and C, and that's where the quality and the searching begins. Will that guy meet our criteria? Will he fit the system? Is he better than what we've got? This is where we're shopping. It's not just a case of buying for buying's sake, Ox. You have to buy clever. And what they're doing is, I'll give you an example. Kamara's probably the best example, and Morelos, they're probably 2 best examples. Young, raw talent, bring them into your club, develop them to the best of your ability, and move them on.
Yeah, by the way, when we talked about the bargain buys last night, we never mentioned Kamara.
No, I noticed.
£45,000. Anyway, we'll be joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
All right, it's George VK.
How we doing, George? You've got a bug for this boy.
Boys. I just want to say, to go back to the thing with Glenn Middleton point. I think honestly, he totally missed a trick. We not going to Holland. We got by going to spin burners, because in Holland, you just don't play the one position. You play a lot of different positions. You know what I mean? And I think if he'd come back, a more technically gifted player.
I don't disagree with you, mate. I don't disagree with you, mate. I think it might have been badly advised, or maybe he was just.
I think he's still going up
there. I mean, obviously, he was doing it in Norwich and came back up the road when we got him. So maybe he didn't want to go away again. He's a relatively young man, but maybe in hindsight he should have went. I agree with you. JFK.
100%, mate. 100%. I said at the time that Holland would have been a good fit for him. But if he wasn't going to go there, then he should have went to a championship club in Scotland. I think for me, it was a big mistake. Let's hope he's learned with that mistake. And as I say, I mean, if he's going to Dunfermline or a Partick Thistle or somebody in Livingston, I don't know, then that would be a better fit for me. I think he'd learn. If there's a chance again to go to Holland, they should grab it with both hands and go.
Totally, 100%.
Port Bear.
I agree with it. You've got to remember that Holland play a beautiful game. So sometimes it's good to go abroad and learn, it's part of your growing up, learn a different culture, learn a different style of football. Did you find that when
you played at the Barton or not?
But you know what I mean? It's just, the style of football in Holland's a lot better, and it's Josh, sorry, say earlier on, it's the technical side of their game, isn't it? He would have learnt stuff over there that he's probably never going to see in the British game. I know we've got a lot of foreign coaches and they're all learning all different stuff, but I think he's missed a trick, and I think he's cost his career, because I think Gerrard advised him to go there for a reason. He's not just saying it to him just to say, go to Holland, be one. He said to him, go there, and he's probably said to him for A, B and C reason, and he's defied him, or he's just, as you said, he's been misrepresented.
He might have to step back for a season, get sent away again. Because that's basically that's a season he's going to miss completely. Just a wasted season for him.
Like Jimmy says, you're doing a league and maybe doing a league.
Step back. You need to take a step back and build up on it and see what you could do. I can't see him coming back and being ready to walk into the Rangers side.
We've left him behind, mate.
I think he's a long way behind.
It's sad to say. That's what maybe saying the same about Greg Docherty. As much as we really want them to do well, it's just no work to it. I
think everyone in the
sometimes the jersey wears heavy, doesn't it?
It does. Well, I think JFK would read out a number of players there that I just don't see any of them getting anywhere near our squad. And then you have to start thinking about what some of them are in our squad. Andy Halliday, he's are you going to keep him? Are you? Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love him. But he's not the best player in our squad for sure. I love his attitude.
George, one of the strange ones was the boy King came in, and he's going back into Leicester now that his deal's up. That was a strange one, wasn't it? Maybe he's just thought we needed cover, and then he's got with the club, he thinks he's not any better than what we've got,
That's what I'm saying, but at the end of the day, Gerrard's picking players, man, which are better players, so we're moving forward, you know what I mean? But these guys, man, as you say, Gerrard, he knows what he's looking for people with a bit of class, you know what I mean? They're playing for the Rangers, they're not playing for, like, your Dundee United or whatever, you know what I'm talking about? It's Rangers, you know what I mean? And that's it. You've got to win titles, you've got to win cups, man. You've got to be good enough, you know what I mean?
JFK, that was a strange one. The King one, obviously we've had to pay part of his wages for 6 months. And then obviously that he's away back down the road.
I did say at the time that I was pleased about King coming to Rangers. I've got to put my hands up to that, and because I thought he played in a championship winning team in the Premiership down south, and I thought he was a good acquisition to the squad, but he's done nothing. So it was
I agree with you, Jimmy, man. I thought he was a great player in there.
So did I, George. When, as I say, when he first came, I thought, well, he'll do for me the now. He's done nothing for us.
Exactly.
And I would have reckoned he'd be on a decent wage doing
that. He's picking up a good wage.
So we'd be paying some of that, George. So I don't know what that would have been. So it was money wasted because
totally
never got a sniff at it. No, so that's a lesson learned. There's been a couple. There was more than a couple that Steven Gerrard's brought to Ibrox that have been a bit, and with Ajari and players like that. And so,
exactly, man.
I think the thing with King,
just can't
Jimmy,
cut
I think
it, you know
the
what I mean?
fact, we thought we were buying loaning. Sorry, I think we thought we were loaning the finished article, a guy with experience, over 50 caps for Wales. I was like you. I thought, look here, this could be a wee hidden gem. This could be a guy that could, step in when needed to help us win a title.
But when you look, he's hardly kicked a ball in years, mate.
No, 2 years removed. You're right, mate. But I still thought he could do a job up here. I thought Scotland might get his career back on track. If it says he's a good 6 months, I thought if he right good 6 months, breaks into your team, there may be a chance we would buy him next year. Probably because you get him for nothing next year. But again, another player that's had a good chance at a massive club, biggest club in the world, and not took it.
Can we come in now?
Tragic, isn't it?
On you go.
It's just, you know what I think is, I think these players come up, they think it's going to be an easy league, but they don't understand the pace of the game. They don't get any time in the ball. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of them, the ball goes. You know what I mean? These tackles flying, and they're not used to that. You know what I mean? They used to get a wee bit of time in the ball. They just pass the ball here and that and do whatever.
I would say the thing with King is, George, we've not seen him enough playing. But obviously, the manager's seen him in training, and he's obviously think, well, he's not any better than what I've got.
Exactly.
So he's in talks with Leicester to see if they can come to a solution. Because obviously, I believe it was a year's deal, but the guy wants to play, so I think Rangers and Leicester will try and move him on to another club, if that makes sense.
Rangers related to a sock. I'll give you a bit of breaking news, Oxshire.
Go on then.
Kilmarnock spoke to Peter Lovenkrands, Alec Ray and Chris Boyd about taking their managerial job.
All right.
Well, they can have Alec Gray. They can have Chris Boyd.
I wouldn't mind having Alec Ray.
No, for me.
Just for a wee chat.
Oh, you see what you mean, yeah. No, they can have Chris Boyd and Alec Gray, absolutely 100%, and they can ship Hugh Keevins in as well for me.
I tell you what,
Lovenkrands is doing well with the boys, isn't he?
I did well, but I mean, none of them. Alec Ray's done. Who did he? Did he ever go up management with Sunday?
He was with Alec McLeish, sure.
But apart from that,
Dundee. He took over Dundee and St Mirren.
Millwall.
Dundee and St Mirren. He was a
manager at St Mirren, aye. It's Peter Lovenkrands, ex-Rangers player, Peter Lovenkrands, youth team coach, has been installed as the number one contender for the Kilmarnock job alongside Alec Ray and...
No, please.
It's three different people. It's those
let's be honest about it. He's going to improve that team, isn't he? They too.
No, well, they're maybe, but Peter Lovenkrands, you know...
You mean they're all going to play?
I tell you what, I saw Peter Lovenkrands at Ibrox about 3 months ago. I tell you, it looked as if he could still play.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he does.
He went off with a hamstring. Anyway, we've reached that time of the evening and it's over the bridge.
What can I say? That was great news there, JFK. Thank you very much. They cheered me up in the end. Can I just say, marvellous night again. Once again, Foxy, superb. You and Foxy, I hope you managed to get over your problems and your arguments and things like that. So we'll get a nice free run at it tomorrow night. Can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, in particular Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, every single one is one sleep, and that's it. It's the big game again. Biggest game of the season for the Rangers. Every single one is biggest game of the season. Keep it going for the Rangers because the Rangers really need us. Keep it going.
Keep it going.
This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock? No, 6:45. With a pre-match show building up to the Rangers away. Thanks for everybody for joining us here on the show. Thanks everybody for taking the time to call us for Denver and for where's James for Tennessee. Thanks everybody taking part in the lobby. Speak to you tomorrow night. Pre-match show. Come on, the Rangers. Take it away, Old School Blue and Fox.
the Rangers FC. We are the people, you better believe. We are together, we're doing the bouncy all over the world. We had our troubles, but now they are gone. They tried to kill us, but the Bears we stood strong. We are together, doing the bouncy all over the world. Lucia by Bronx, for Lancer at 3. We follow, and God save the Queen. You'll hear us singing, doing the bouncy all over the world. In Barcelona in 72, we beat the Russians, but 3-2. Still celebrating, doing the bouncy all over the world. Glasgow Rangers are back where we belong. Blue sea of Ibrox, and we're still going strong. We wear our colours, the red, white and blue. We wear them proudly like blue noses do. We are together, doing the bouncy all over the world. The pride of Scotland, but that's nothing new. The pride of Glasgow, and Glasgow is blue. We are together, doing the bouncy all over the world. To be a blue nose, it fills us with pride. We are united, we'll never divide. We are together, doing the bouncy all over the world. Doing the bouncy all over the world. Doing the bouncy all over the world.